What's going on, everyone? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have some interesting and exciting rumors and news regarding the Cassian Andor series. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, I'd really appreciate if you were to drop a like on this video, and while you're down there, subscribe and join us for future videos and content. So, a recent rumor by multiple sources have surfaced regarding the Cassian Andor series and whether or not we could see potentially Obi-Wan in the upcoming show in a reoccurring role. Aside from that, there's been other rumors regarding the Cassian Andor series, whether or not George Lucas actually returned to write and direct some of the episodes. Which, of course, is something that's still up in the air and very well could happen, as he's been on the set for The Mandalorian, so I think it's kind of possible that it could happen. However, not only has Obi-Wan Kenobi been actually rumored to appear in a reoccurring role for the Cassian Andor series, but another Jedi. So it's said that two Jedi could be appearing in the Cassian Andor show. That's pretty exciting to hear, especially when we take a closer look at which Jedis are actually alive during this time frame. So here's the three that I think could be the two Jedi that we could very well see appear in this Cassian Andor series. In no specific order, of course. So let's start out with the most rumored one that has been teased at lately, being Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think he very well could appear in this show, seeing that his show is coming up and the two kind of are filming during the same time, and they even kind of take place during the same time period to an extent. I've covered it in a whole separate video on how and why we could see him appear in this show, and there's really not too much more to say on it. You can definitely go check that video out here on the channel. However, looking at the two other Jedi, the other one being Ezra Bridger, I think is something that could possibly play out and something that we could very well see. Seeing that the Rebels show actually takes place before the Cassian Andor series, and we don't really know where or how or what happened to Ezra, I think it's something that they could very well set up to explain in a Rebels sequel here in this show and kind of see him appear maybe in this show. As myself, I haven't actually finished watching the Rebels series, so I'm not really too certain on what actually happens to Ezra Bridger. All I've actually heard is that he actually disappears at the end of the show. I've recently started watching the show, and it's something I'd really highly recommend the rest of you go check it out for sure if you haven't already. And then moving on to the third Jedi that we could possibly see appear in the Cassian Andor series, a few honorable mentions would be Ahsoka, for sure. I think that she's someone that we could very well also appear in this actual Cassian Andor show. Seeing that in the Ahsoka book and that she appears in the end of Rebels or closer towards the last few seasons actually, I think it's something that she could very well happen and could appear here in this show as well. I'd for sure think it would be really awesome to see Obi-Wan and Ahsoka actually do appear into this show. I think that'd be something really cool and see their interaction, especially in a live action form. And then moving on to the last Jedi that I think that very well could appear into the Cassian Andor series as he is alive at this time would be Cal from Jedi Fallen Order. Seeing that Jedi Fallen Order actually takes place a few years after Revenge of the Sith and kind of takes place, I think, kind of during the same time period of the actual Andor series, I think it's something that we could very well see happen. I myself haven't actually sat down to play the full game Jedi Fallen Order, but I've heard it's really fun to play and that they are hoping for a sequel to start development in the near future. I kind of know a little bit about the general basics of the actual game, but haven't actually sat down to play it myself, so I'd recommend that you guys go actually check the game out for yourself. Anyway, that does it for today's video. Go comment down below on what Jedi you think could appear in the Cassian Andor series and which ones you would like to see appear in the Cassian Andor series. And while you're down there, drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel. And subscribe if you're new here to stick around for future videos and content. Check out our Instagram, Unofficial Star Wars, link in the description for more news, memes, and facts, and all types of content you can actually find on Instagram. And of course, may the Force be with you. Peace out.